believe it or not, what you're looking at here is the world's most packable wader. Our legal department probably doesn't want me to say that because in order to unequivocally say that, I have to do all the due diligence to support it. But I have never seen a wader that packs down into a more compact situation. So how
and
this...
I can certainly say I haven't.
Well, that's good. So I'm not a liar then.
So there you go.
So this is 3 years in development, and really where we started with this wader is around the bootie technology. So we monitor all of our returns. Every wader we do has a serial number. When it comes back for repair, we log what failed on the wader, and so over the course of 5 years now, we now have the data to support. What it shows me is where we need to be focusing our development efforts. So one of the areas that consistently failed was the booties. The neoprene bootie are taped, they're cut and taped. It's a very porous material, so to get an appropriate bond is very difficult. So we went to work on the bootie. Again, this looks very simple, and it looks like, you know, it might take a couple of weeks to develop. This took 3 years because we looked at every material possible. We started with latex. Latex we found is prone to UV degradation. So in the sunshine, it basically dries out and cracks. So we found that most of the latex booties were failing after 70 to 100 days. We then looked at TPU, which is not a sexy material. It's like a sandwich bag for your feet. Also, it didn't address the seamless issue. It still had to be welded, two parts together. So this is a proprietary rubber compound that's, for lack of a better word, is a liquid neoprene. And this is super, super bomb-proof. I mean, it really is durable. We've been field testing this for about 2 years in the field. We have not had one come back. So really, really exciting. Obviously highly packable, very stretchy. It accommodates various foot sizes, and the other beauty about this is that it allows you to layer underneath it. So if you're fishing really hot weather, you can put a lightweight sock in here, and it's like air conditioning for your feet. If you're fishing colder water or colder conditions, you can put a medium or a heavyweight sock on, and still, especially because of the stretch, will accommodate your foot. And when you put this in a wading boot and lace it up, even if you have little excess fabric on the toe or the heel, you just don't feel it at all. So we started with this, and once we had this development done, completed and tested, we basically then went to develop the rest of the wader. Everything we do, we have a directive from our CEO that by 2025, everything in the line has to be made from recycled material. Waders is a particularly difficult one to do that because of the various laminates and waterproof breathable technologies. But this is our first wader that's 100% recycled face fabric as well as interior. We went to a new seaming on this where it starts at the front of the leg, comes up around the back of the leg, and what that allowed us to do is reduce the bulk overall and also engineer a gusseted crotch. So this triangular piece in the crotch allows for really great freedom of movement without a lot of excess fabric. And then the interior of the wader, we developed a non-woven backer. So most waders in the industry, including ours, our other waders, have a tricot back. So the interior is not a polyester tricot. This is a non-woven material that is much, much stronger. And the reason why we developed this is because this is such a lightweight fabric, which is 4.5 ounces. We wanted to make the entire package as durable as possible. So we developed this non-woven backer, which is much stronger than tricot. And then our research has told us that most waders fail at the seam. If it's not the bootie, it's the seam. And what we were seeing was when you have a hinge effect when you're wearing these and moving in them, then eventually it's like a paper cut that cups right down the center of the tape. So we developed for the first time, a proprietary tape. We added a much heavier glue layer, a much more robust waterproof barrier, and then the non-woven backer. And what we found is that this stuff is just bomb-proof. We can't get it. Our testing equipment in the lab actually can't get this to fail. It's that much better. So we're really, really excited about this product. We minimize the straps because it's a much more minimalistic approach. The front will have, this features a fixed suspender, but it will have our drop-down feature. So this will be a slider, so you unbuckle the sliders, you can drop it down, you can wear it as a pant. So overall, this is what you get.
Yeah, and ultimately it boils back down to this, right?
That's right.
I mean,
So it's
putting
just,
that in your pack.
it's a bit larger than maybe a 16-ounce Foster's. Not much.
Which is the only beer we don't drink in Australia.
Oh, really?
They drink it elsewhere, but not in Australia.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry for
But
that.
that's all good. You're right on the sizing.
So what is the favorite beverage in Australia?
All of them, bar Foster's, I think.
Okay. All right. Forget to scratch the Foster's.